Media influence is sewn into our cultural fabric. What we see in the media often influences people to varying degrees in what to look like, what to wear, what to smell like, and more worryingly, what size we should be. There is a clear blurring of the lines as to what's idealistic and what's more realistic. And for women, beauty and having the perfect body image is becoming an increasingly large issue in living up to the media's set standards. What we're going to be looking at today is the media's definition and their take on what it means to have the perfect female body. We're also going to be looking at the lengths that women are looking to go through in order to achieve the media's idea of this concept. And we're going to be looking at how women perceive themselves, their desires, their ambivalence towards their own bodies, as well as the lengths that they're willing to go through in order to find self-fulfillment and happiness. Taking into account your different cultural backgrounds, how are women's bodies and beauty of women, how are they perceived where you're respectively from?
I think certainly in Nigeria, when a woman is said to be beautiful, it's a woman who has like a rounded body, who has, bosom, who is full-breasted. And so for example, in my own culture where I come from, if you see somebody who is very skinny or slim, what people will say is, are you being maltreated by either your husband or... Although young people now within Nigeria are being influenced by the Western
media.
Yeah.
Is it the same in the Caribbean?
Very much so. Very much the same. Round, curvaceous, full women. They represent the idea of feminine, the childbearing,
wellness,
the
well-being,
healthy, I mean, for childbearing it's very important.
Childbearing hips, they would say, something like that.
Like a woman who is of a fuller figure, they look at that and say, okay, mother of my children, They feel like this woman's going to be strong enough to carry my children and, give me good, healthy children as well. And, as well as like men like to look, and a woman who's got roundness to them signifies, something that when they hold it, it's that feelings of caring and loving, comfort, and sweetness and feminine, just genuine femininity of the woman. That's what they want, innit? They want someone who's sweet and kind and loving and who's just going to look after their children. That's what they want,
So here we are at this sports facility where we're going to be looking at and exploring the views and opinions of the people here as to whether or not they agree with or disagree with the views of the media's interpretation and definition of what it means to have the perfect body, as well as exploring the potential methods used to achieve this supposed desired look. What would you say is the media's interpretation, or what do you think of the media's interpretation of having the perfect female body?
I think they have a definite idea in mind. There's always a skinny look. I guess it changes as well, so sometimes you want certain features. It depends on who looks hot at the moment, so you kind of follow the trend of what they look like. It's always skinny, usually. It's never really idolising a bigger female body or someone that's plus sized, I'd say.
Toned, I guess, quite slim as well. With Kim Kardashian these days, curvy is supposed to be better than just straight, like Kate Moss, for instance. But yeah, that's how I think.
It's how you feel about yourself inside, if you feel good or bad. You don't have to go to the gym because the media says you have to. You have to do it for yourself. If you want to feel good or look good, you have to do it for yourself. You don't have to worry yourself about what other people think or say. That's what I think.
I think it's a bit, because you can't really define a perfect body, because it's either they're trying to compare you to some hip hop honey where you got to be fit, like figure 8, big boobs, big bum, slim waist, or you've got to be slim with nothing. So I think it's kind of contradicting, to be honest, and got girls in a mind frame they shouldn't really be in. Should love the skin you're in.
That's a big question. Lots of people got their own interpretation of it, and I think it can change from time to time depending on who's in the media, who's in fashion at the time, and whatever assets people prefer. Find what is perfect for you, so finding out what your true assets are, what you're genetically been given, and just trying to enhance those. I prefer curvier figures for women. I wouldn't personally ever want to be really, really skinny or thin, and neither would I want to really be big, too big. There's something nice and in the middle. I like athletic figures, so when you're watching the Olympics and stuff like that, there was loads of athletes and there's loads of controversy about their body, that they look like men and stuff like that. But I think they look great. From my own time in the gym and training, from trying different diets to looking at girls in fitness magazines and trying to strive to be really lean like them and quite muscly like them and never really arriving at that kind of goal, and realising that a lot of them are airbrushed, and realising that actually when you look around you in real life, people don't look like that. They look pretty normal, and actually there's nothing wrong with being really normal. I think there's so much pressure, and I think people don't really realise how much goes into making them look perfect. Airbrushing, photoshopping and stuff like that. If you actually watched a photo shoot or something like that, and what goes on afterwards, you would literally be like, that isn't even realistic, and I'm fine the way I am. And I think there needs to be more of a portrayal of real women. I know they say real women, like the Dove real women and stuff, but there needs to be more real women and real people, not even women. I think it's guys, everyone just needs to be portrayed as more normal, the way that the real people look like, rather than the beach bodies, rather than the magazine bodies.
To round things up, based on the interviews and discussions conveyed, it is clear that not everybody agrees with the media's views and definitions of what real beauty is or what the desired perfect female body is. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own sense of style and their own desired look that they want to achieve. Now, although we can't necessarily escape Laura Mulvey's theories of a woman's place within the media and in film, many women are consciously and subconsciously challenging those ideas, thus fueling the ongoing debate as to what exactly is real beauty and what exactly is the perfect female body image.